Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be playing the spiritual successor of a game I actually played back in middle school, called the Powder Game. It is now on Steam, titled as The Powder Toy. This game is a limited physics simulator that uses particles and basic effects that can be used to simulate pretty insane environments. So let's jump right in with a look over all of our options. So this dust used to be the mainstay of the entire game. This used to kind of be the standard for everything. You could get pretty much anything to convert into dust with enough steps. And the best part about dust is if you pile it up nice and tall, and then grab yourself something a little explosive, a little fire. Come on, buddy, you can do it. The rules of the game have changed. All right. So we got that then, and now let's just fill it up with some gas. Why does it say the pressure is so low? Alright, fine. Actually, hold on, I got an idea. If I put some clone in here, will it clone the air? No. Damn. Alright, fine. Then we're gonna ignite you. Boom. There it goes. Look at that melt. The clone is duplicating oxygen. It's making more and more oxygen to feed the fire. So we're just eating this pile of dust for breakfast with an infinite oxygen flame. I think the level of pressure in this room is also starting to crack the metal bits that were left over from our original testing. That's funny. Keep on cooking. Make it all go away. Yeah. Now, if we put something in here that's pressure sensitive now, it'll make all the dust diffuse. Or not. Wow, the pressure in here is so high it's not moving. There it goes. Burning up. Look at those pretty designs, though. We're going to create a whole bunch of separate chambers. We're going to go into radioactive menu, and we're going to take all of this. So, plutonium, you're going to go here. Uranium, you're going to go here. We'll take out the antimatter, too, just to see, for giggles. Deuterium. That's just heavy water, but we got enough compartments. We'll test it out. We'll see what it does. Isotope Z. Pretty sure we know what the singularity does, but we'll create one. Exotic matter, sure. Ooh, it glows. That's, oh my gosh, that glows iridescently. We'll do vibranium. And I guess we'll do the other standard materials. So photons and electrons, just for giggles, because we got the compartments for them anyways. Or photons and electrons, not protons. Or protons and electrons, not photons. Ugh. Here, electrons. Oh, those are iridescent too. Alright. So now let's meet all the conditions for each and every one of these. Generates neutrons under pressure. Okay. So we're going to create a little bit of pressure. Well, there's actually pressure in here, but we'll create a little bit more. We'll just use a little bit of nitro. That should almost instantly detonate. What is uranium's? Generates heat under pressure. Okay. So let's give it a little bit of nitroglycerin and see if that's enough pressure. Antimatter should just absorb anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to put water in there as its trigger. We're going to use liquid rubidium for the deuterium. This should mix with it and pretty much instantly detonate. And if it doesn't, I'll put a little bit of a catalyst of just plain water in there. The other bad boy, that's going to need photons. There's your photons that you're going to need. Next one, I actually just want to see how different materials react with it. So we'll do neutrons, photons, electrons, and protons. We'll even throw in some gravitons for giggles. Exotic material is going to have a lot of weird reactions, but it does go under electrons, so we're going to give it excess electrons to trigger off of. Then we've got the vibranium. The vibranium is storing up any hit it takes, so we're going to give it something really strong. This one will have to trigger manually, though, so it'll go off later than... Oh, actually, can I? Can I just trigger it as is? Make a little bomb. We set a fire. Okay, good. See, that will detonate the gunpowder, which will detonate off the C4. Alright, so now we've got protons. What can we do with protons? I'm more curious about what it does with electrons, honestly. Can we make new matter by mixing protons with electrons in this game? It wouldn't be accurate, but it would be funny. Let's do photons in combination with the electrons over here. So it'll just be a field of white, but they're two different things in there. Alright, let's start the sim. So the plutonium immediately deflagrated. Interesting. I like how the left side is just a field of white. Okay, so the electrons and photons just degraded. The F compound just completely went up and went out. The protons and electrons turned into hydrogen. They did merge. They merged into hydrogen. And the deuterium, I'm assuming, isn't under enough pressure yet. Radioactive with neutrons. Okay, let's give it some neutrons then. There it goes. Now it's radioactive. The vibranium did not react enough. We need to give it more. We'll give it plutonium with a little bit of neutron power. That should, yep, that's enough fuel. Okay, cool. We still haven't gotten the uranium to detonate, though, and that confuses me. We're gonna get all our focus on the uranium. Alright, uranium, you're going in here. Just a small layer, good. Generates heat under pressure. Okay. So if I put you under pressure, you will generate heat. Is it just that it doesn't change even when it generates heat? Is it that it's always been doing its thing and I just haven't noticed because it's just... I should have done this from the get-go too. This raises the pressure crazy. And yeah, it does just generate heat. Okay. Taking everything we learned from the uranium, I tried to build a salt-cooled reactor. All that I need to do is just plop in the uranium, charge it up, and see if it'll go now. And then we obviously need to trigger the uranium, so we'll use just a little bit of TNT to create the pressure we need. Alright, now off we go. This is the simplest reactor I could come up with. Big vat of salt, pulls the liquid salt out, cools it in a vat of liquid nitrogen, and then sprinkles it back on top.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
600, 700. We're about to hit liquefaction. I think this system will hold itself at a temperature of like 1,000. There it goes. Is it melting the titanium? No, it's just getting very hot. Look at it go. Molten salt reactor. Getting nice and toasty. Is it evaporating? Oh no, the salt's evaporating. We have to create a new solution to that problem. Titanium wall. And that all vaporized. That makes sense. Okay, hold on. We're gonna make some quick adjustments here. Some quick adjustments. Let it backtrack. How hot is the salt? 1,000. It's alright. Start pulling it out. There it goes. Little particles of salt go up. Apparently they get caught on that corner no matter what. What's going on? Oh, and the titanium's cracked, and the reactor is melting down. Well, I don't think that worked how I wanted it to. Now we've just got a crap ton of molten salt melting everything around it. And there's uranium up here now. Everything in here is spiking. Yeah, we've got a total meltdown. All the titanium's gone. Somehow the currents have gotten the heat up into here, and I think the pipe is about to melt down too. Alright, blank canvas. I've got another question. I need this answered. So we're going to draw ourselves up a little box. I'm going to draw some little compartments. Then I'm going to clear out the center. Perfect. Alright. Now we've got this button down here. Game of Life. Got a bunch of different options. I want to have a little fight and see who wins. Let's go with that. These guys. These guys. We're only going to be able to cover a certain number of them. Not all of them, but we'll get a big representative population in here. Alright, there we go. Now let's let her roll. Oh, some of them completely just immediately died out on us. Nice. Okay. There goes one. Alright. The seed. But the other ones are expanding counter it looks like. Oh boy. Now we got ourselves a fight. Who's gonna win the most space? Ooh, the stains are definitely gonna be taken over. Look at them go. The maze seems to have stopped them pretty good. What about Gnarl, huh? What if I put Gnarl in here? Stain gets them too. Mystery. Nothing. Yep. This is our equilibrium here. Stains win. Alright, let's take a look at what some other people have managed to crack. Some people have managed to build entire nuclear power plants. Oh, whoa, look at this. It's a thermite reactor. There we go. Okay. So now we turn it on. And there it goes. It starts filling these pools. The thermium? Yeah, this is all thermium. Holy crap. Detonating thermium. Oh, whoa. And all that heat is transferred to this grate. Yep. I don't think this is how it's supposed to work. It seems to be filling the chambers and spontaneously combusting. Things just seem to be getting pretty hot. There we go, okay. Whoa. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, and it's melted itself. It managed to break itself already. Can we melt it all the way down, all the way back? Can everything be liquefied? Because if the cooling towers go, this thing's not gonna have any source of water. There's a little flow of lava over here. There's a molten silicon? Molten silicon, molten brick. I feel like putting uranium into this wasn't the best of ideas either. Because this, regardless of the temperatures around it, could easily melt down and destroy everything around it. It's just creating its own demise here, interestingly enough. See what other cool stuff they got in here. Ooh! Full-on jet engine. 100% thrust power, there we go. Got actual fuel tanks and liquid oxy too. You can control the vector of thrust. Wait, can I melt it then? No. It won't let me melt its own engine down. Good. Smart. He's got a neutron engine design? Ooh, that's fancy. What fuel does this take? Liquid oxy and deuterium. Okay, okay. Fancy. That's pretty cool. Nuke factory, huh? Is it pouring in brick powder and then managing to melt it? I'm genuinely pretty impressed. Holy crap, what is it pouring in? Oh my gosh, there's so much deuterium. It just melted this. Oh my gosh, it actually managed to make a fully sealed, quote unquote. Okay. Okay, fancy. Because I need to spark down here to make it detonate, right? Come on. There we go. Bluey. Oh, that's pretty. It didn't just destroy everything. It actually had a little bit of a process. That's really pretty. I like it. Hey, look, the machine still works. And still fire a neutron. Yes, it still fires neutrons. Don't know what these beam emitters are trying. Oh my gosh, it's starting to randomly fire stuff. Let's get out of here. That's going to be all for Powder Toy today. If you all like what you saw, be sure to go right down below, hit that like and subscribe button. Lets YouTube know that we're doing a good job over here on the small channel. And I will see you all for another one. Later!